A teacher uses the apparatus shown in the figure to pass an electric current through molten mercury to bromide at a temperature of 300 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड। तो अगर आप apparatus देखें, beaker has, there is an ice cubes, then test tube, and this flask containing mercury to bromide, then two electrodes are placed in it and power supply is also added। ठीक है। During the process shown in the figure, the molten mercury to bromide break down and forms bromide and mercury. Table shows some information about mercury to bromide, bromine and mercury. Now we have to look at table. Table shows some information about mercury to bromide, bromine and mercury. Mercury to bromide, its melting point is 236, boiling point 322 and density is 6 gram over centimeter cube. Bromine minus 7 degrees centigrade, boiling point 60 degrees centigrade and density is 3 gram per centimeter cube. Mercury minus 39 melting point, 39 minus 39 degrees centigrade, boiling point 357 degrees centigrade and density is 14 gram over centimeter cube. Draw an arrow on figure to show where the apparatus should be heated. So, how we draw arrow? Yes, good. Pointing toward up कर देते हैं क्योंकि हीट दे रहे हैं। Name the item of apparatus labeled A in figure. Test tube or boiling tube. Name the process shown in figure which break down mercury to bromide. Yeah. The electrodes used in the process shown in figure are made from platinum. Give two reasons why platinum is suitable material for the electrode. One is very common, it conducts electricity. And second, आप लिख सकते हैं yes, do not react. Inert, ठीक है। And then आप इसका melting and boiling point भी mention कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। High melting point, ठीक है, melting point इसका high। On figure 1.1, draw an X to show where mercury will collect. mercury कहाँ पे collect होगा? This is, ठीक है, ये नोड है ना। Explain why ice is used in the experiment. Yes, for condensation, ठीक है। ये cool down भी मैंने इसको छोटे से वर्ड में कर दिया, for condensation, ठीक है। कि उसने गैस को कंडेंस कर देंगे so that can be collected. Next question number 2. A student investigate the rate of reaction between aqueous iron 3 nitrate and aqueous sodium thiosulfate. The student does 5 experiments using the apparatus in shown. Okay, here you have a beaker and 100 centimeter cube beaker. इसकी quantity 100 centimeter cube है। Printed text है, printed sheet है, 50 centimeter cube of aqueous iron nitrate, ठीक है। Okay, experiment 1. Use a 50 centimeter cube measuring cylinder to pour 50 centimeter cube of aqueous iron nitrate into a 100 centimeter cube beaker. अब ये जो उन्होंने सेट किया हुआ है experiment, now they explain it. Stand the beaker on the text of the printed sheet as shown in the figure. Use a 25 centimeter cube measuring cylinder to pour 15.0 centimeter cube of aqueous sodium thiosulfate. Okay. Use a 25 centimeter cube measuring cylinder to pour 15.0 centimeter cube of aqueous sodium thiosulfate into the beaker. At the same time, start a stopwatch. State the content of the beaker. Look down from above the beaker when the text on the printed sheet becomes visible. Stop the stopwatch and record the time in seconds to the nearest whole number. Rinse the beaker with distilled water. Experiment 2. Repeat experiment 1 using 10.0 centimeter cube of aqueous sodium thiosulfate instead of 15. So at that time we use 10.0 centimeter cube of sodium thiosulfate. Okay. Experiment 3. Repeat experiment 1 using 7.0 centimeter cube of aqueous sodium thiosulfate instead of 15.0 centimeter cube. Experiment 4. Repeat experiment 1 using 6.0 centimeter cube of aqueous sodium thiosulfate instead of 15. Experiment 5. Repeat experiment 1 using 5 centimeter cube of aqueous sodium thiosulfate instead of 15. Okay. So we repeat this experiment 5 times. Use the information in the description of the experiment and the stopwatch diagram to complete table. अपने टेबल को कंप्लीट करते हैं. Volume of aqueous sodium thiosulfate. Write down volumes. Okay. Now time. Time taken for the text to become visible. 24 seconds. 51 seconds. 63 seconds. 9. कंप्लीट रोटेशन यहाँ तक आएगी 60 सेकंड्स तक. नाउ सेकंड रोटेशन इनमें स्टार्ट हो गई है एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 3 एंड एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 4 में. तो फॉर सेकंड रोटेशन हम इसको 63 3 सेकंड्स मोर है. तो हम इसको 63 सेकंड काउंट करेंगे एंड इट इज़ यहाँ पे इट इज़ 60 देन 30 90 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 98. These are 98 seconds. Got it? And then it is 198. यहाँ तक 201 तो it is 198. 198 seconds. Okay. Write a suitable scale on the y-axis and plot the result from experiment 1 to 5 on figure 2.2. Draw a smooth curve of best fit. At y-axis we have time taken for the text to become visible, and at x-axis we have volume of aqueous sodium thiosulfate. So you have to plot the points. आपने दोनों के points को आपने correctly place कर लिया. Here is 14 and this is 15. यहाँ पे हम scale लेंगे up to seconds. Time लेना है seconds में. So we have to take up to 120. ठीक है, scale हम 120 लिखेंगे. 4, 6, 6, 8, 10. We will take 10, 20, 30. One 20, 15, 24. So we take this one. No. Then next is 10. For 10 we have 51. Then we have 7. This is 7. And this time we have 63. Then we have 6. At 6 we have reading 98. Then 198. At 5. So it is the okay. State why the content of the beaker are state after adding the aqueous sodium thiosulfate to the aqueous iron nitrate. To mix reactants. Deduce which experiment has the high rate of failure. Experiment 1. Use your graph to predict the time taken for the text to become visible if the volume of aqueous sodium thiosulfate is 12.5 centimeter. 12.5 it is somewhat. It's our graph somewhat. then 115. Still won't work out. Okay, then हमारी first reading is 24, then we start with the 20. First 5 scales we take 20. Okay, it is 120 is coming to 150, 50, 7, 5. This is the calculation. Now we were on 12.5, यानी यहाँ पे हमारी कितनी होगी 12.5 है, so it is 40, 40, ठीक है, okay, 40 सेकंड, ठीक, okay, next. Explain why it would be an improvement to measure the volume of aqueous iron nitrate in a burette rather than in measuring cylinder. हाँ जी, क्या होगा आंसर इसका? Because burette is more accurate than measuring डॉक्यूमेंट जो accuracy है वो burette आपको ज़्यादा देंगे. Explain why it is not possible to use a volumetric pipette to measure the volume of the aqueous solution thiosulfate used in the experiment. Because volume is not the same. Experiment we use different volume, so that's why we didn't use volumetric pipette. Describe how the reliability of the result of this investigation can be checked. To repeat experiment. remove anomalies. So when we repeat the experiment, it will give us more correct results. Describe how the result of the experiment would change if the experiment are repeated using a narrow end and taller beaker. Explain your answer. Narrow end and taller beaker. It take more time. More time. It take more time due to greater depth of the liquid. So if its depth is great, then it take more time. So its result would be changed. Describe additional measurement that must be taken to determine whether the reaction in this investigation is exothermic or endothermic. To record temperature before and after experiment will tell us whether the reaction is exothermic or endothermic. Okay, okay, let's finish it up here and we do rest of it tomorrow. Okay, okay, ji. Allah Hafiz.